Hello, hello, it's Wild. Yeah, with a bit of an unscheduled stream, or somewhat unscheduled. I'm just going to draw. That's all. Nothing more. What is Krita? Why is Krita smaller than the entirety of the screen? Is it because of... Oh well. You can see the bottom part of the screen, which is kind of weird. But oh well. Not a big deal. Yeah. Last time we had done this, it was at the end of November. So, we haven't touched much of drawing or doing anything in a while, so I thought I'd do a little bit. I also have a reason to do it, because I've gotten a new tablet for Christmas, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So, my overall objective for drawing today is actually a little more basic than usual, and it's just going to try to be to draw... just to overall get used to this new tablet, which generally will take time. And to additionally just draw some emotes, because I kind of want to draw some emotes for sort of the channel, and overall I've never drawn anything that actually I end up using, so I thought I'd give that a shot, do the best I can to draw myself, and do what I can from there. What I'm gonna do is sorry for the coughing. Take some of the emotes I already have that I have in the channel right now, and maybe just try to see if I can draw them myself and see how well or how poorly they go, and then go from there. I don't really have experience in doing either of them, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. This tablet is much larger than the one I had. The previous one I had, I still have it over here in the background. So if I had to compare the size, this tablet is about maybe 60% larger. Maybe a little more. The area in which to draw is way larger, because before I think I have like maybe double the amount of space to draw. What is that new reward? I mean, you can try it out if you want, but I can't guarantee you it's gonna work out. It also requires me to like do some setup. It's sort of like an e-girl mode, I think is what you're asking for, right? It's odd. I will say that. It's an odd reward. Not sure how likely people will be to redeem it. But it is what it is what it says on the can. It's e-girl mode. Believe it or not. I don't know how much... I don't know how intensive it will be, because I never actually tested it during a stream. Like, it might just not work well, but... That's why it's sort of a experimental feature right now. Working with it. Yeah. If you have any other specific questions about that, let me know. Okay, so... Let's go ahead and... Why did you make a reward that turns into an e-girl? I thought it was a bit of a joke, really. It was a joke. It's a joke. I'm not judging anything you're asking. I just kind of wanted to have some silly reward. Some silly reward about it. I mean, I think it was just funny because basically I have seen a lot of other other streamers do sort of like have a girl model. To be honest, they stream as a girl model. Throwing a bomb is pretty silly. Well, yeah, I basically just do silly things, and I have rewards that basically just rotate around. Put some rewards that last for a bit, and then they other rewards that kind of disappear. This one, however, is just more of a silly little thing. I just kind of cooked up in about morning, and just to see how it works. Apart from that, not much of it. It's not a permanent thing, I don't believe. Definitely not, because it's a bit too much of a hassle. I hate hassles. If anything, I'm very boring. Oh, actually redeemed it. All right, well. Let me get through the process of setting this up. I'm gonna test it. All right. So This is gonna require me to like go here. As I said, we don't really know how it's gonna work out, so mind yourself with it. I think I have it in the downloads. Yeah. And then I have to. We'll see if this runs. This takes a bit to set up. This is why it's sort of experimental, because I couldn't find a way to automate it. The other part is actually kind of easy to do, so I have to take off some of the props I have right now. I don't think they work very well with this. Take away the hat. Take away this. All right. And I think I had it set to be this model. Bam. If that works, it works. If it doesn't work, we'll see. Nope, that's the original. Give me a second. This should be the girl model, I guess. Alright. As I said, it's very basic. Now I gotta just do the other part of this. It'd probably be easier to do. I gotta type it manually. Alright, let's see if this causes a hiccup on this computer. The word that unjollies them all. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Now, we can test this out. Then I have to go into audio. Alright, let me see how this works for you.
This works for you. Is the audio gonna work though? That's the real question. It's gonna sound a little weird overall. I can't hear myself, so if it sounds too bad, you do let me know. Otherwise, it's gonna be like this. Okay. So what is it that we were trying to do? We were trying to do some emotes. Some emotes need to be done so we can progress on this. So I need to go to pictures and then to bring my model. Is the audio alright, by the way? Did you manage to? Is it working whatsoever? I think it's kind of delayed, because then there's a delay of it, but you can let me know. Where is this image? I think it's here. Insert as a new. Alright, so there is our model. Please wait as I laugh my ass off. Enjoy your laughing. I mean, it is an expensive reward for a reason. Okay, and then I have to switch this as well. I mean, it ain't an e-girl without being an e-girl, am I right? I really can't pretend to be one too much, to be honest. So we want to do an emote. Pictures. We want to do. What do we want to do? Should be somewhere in here. I just don't remember where they are. I gotta find them first. Nope, it's not there. I think it's under channel. Yeah, there it is. There's the images. Okay. So here's one of the ones we use right now. Let's see if I can try to draw this, I guess. I'm just gonna try to copy it to the best of my abilities without tracing it, that is. Need to change the size of this. That sounds about right. So, the way that this is done is with the old model that I used to have. I mean, it feels very flowy. That's definitely for sure. But I'm not very good at getting the lines to work out in any way. Gotta go with the flow. I guess I should draw sort of the face first, and then go from there. I also shouldn't draw it on the layer that has the image. That would probably also make sense. Otherwise, it's not gonna go well, I'll tell you that. Gotta get used to doing that again. So the way that this face is kind of done is that it's like this. Then there's a big ear. And then it just kind of does the face like that. Then I feel like it's too much. Ow. What's the grenade for? Oh, I've been blinded. Why? Why must you blind me so frequently and so often, huh? I feel like that's too much. Was it a good expenditure of your points to have me be an e-girl? Is that what you wanted? I mean, it's not like that you knew the way it would do, but hey. The name only is the only thing you get from it. Okay, so we wanna... I don't know. I kinda suck at doing this. I'm looking at the wrong line. I'm looking at the wrong line altogether. It is pretty. The new tablet is actually kind of smooth. Like I can basically glide without much issues. It's a while. No, Soapy, it is gonna be real weird for you. Somebody redeemed the girl mode for whatever reason. Do. Don't know how it conveys well at all. What? You look at me. Why? Why would you do this? Why? Please no. Ow. Kurama was a... Well, I still got nuked. How you doing, Soapy? Generally, I don't see you so much anymore because my streams tend to be on the lighter side. So, hopefully you're doing well there. How's it going? It's going okay. Just, I got a new tablet and I'm gonna trying to basically take the emotes that we had from before and just try to draw them and see how it goes. Oh, you're tired and drained for the festive season? Well, I'm sure hoping that from here on you get some nice R&R. You gotta relax, you gotta unwind, you gotta take it easy for you. Ooh, best of luck. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed overall is that because my tablet was a lot smaller, I gotta get used to that my movements have to be a lot longer. Because before my tablet, so let me just do an exercise here. So before, this would be the entirety of the range of my movement of the previous tablet. So all my movements that I would do would be this far. Now the tablet that I have... So sorry, perhaps maybe do it somewhere where it makes sense. So I would say before, my tablet would basically have this range of movement. Well, this tablet has a range of movement of this... It just keeps going. Okay, it just keeps going a lot further. The drawing area was a lot smaller is what I'm trying to say. Hopefully that conveys well. Also, I have no idea if this voice mod thing that I have on right now works. So I don't know how likely it is that all these words actually get translated well, because I don't hear it. I do not hear it. I definitely do know that some of the words probably peak in some ways or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I also haven't really decided. Your voice is girly right now. It seems fine. Well, it's not. I mean, it is a voice mod, so I'm not really doing this voice. Or I guess I am doing the voice, but I don't hear it. I can't hear myself. I'm deaf to myself. Because you generally don't hear your voice. It's odd as fuck. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's odd. I mean, somebody literally just redeemed it before you joined then. So that's how they're doing fists. Somebody redeemed... so again, to describe it there for you there, Soapy. Somebody redeemed e-girl mode, which is basically this is what it does. It just puts on a voice changer. Well, I mean, I have to put in the voice changer. No one's allowed to do it. And then I change the model. Well, I don't hear my voice. I mean, I hear my voice, but like I don't have it set that I hear the voice that's being modified. Because otherwise I would not be able to like speak. Because if you heard your own voice delayed by just a second, it would just basically go crazy. That vehicle hell, yeah. It's actually one of the ways that you can force yourself not to be able to, or it's actually like a sort of way that people prevent others from speaking, is if you basically repeat to them within a certain amount of time frame. Pepper. Yeah, I can imagine. Especially if you don't like so the way that I had to do the sort of test sound here is that I had to record it. So obviously I would go to OBS, start recording it into a virtual cable, which is what I'm using to be able to pass the voice to the sort of machine and machine to OBS. So if I say we just record instead of stream and then just basically test out what it sounded like. I still don't think it sounds great. I still think it runs into some peaks and issues because overall it's a voice changer. It's not a natural voice. So, but you probably will notice it if I do high pitches in my own natural intonation of the voice versus low pitches. What was I doing? I was trying to draw this. Okay, well, I already messed up. I really don't think this is that, but I'll keep doing it. I do like the songs that I have here in the background anyway. So Pete, now that the holidays are over, how are you feeling? Or are you still gotta deal with New Year's Eve, I guess, and New Year's Day? Probably do another layer for this. Move a little bit to the side. We gotta try to drum. I also don't know how long I should keep e-girl mode active. So far, actually I should take a look at how much it's consuming my computer. Again, this is more of a testing stream of anything. Well, it's not killing my computer so far, so that's good. But I don't know how much it's killing my GPU. Actually, my GPU is fine. Doesn't seem to have any issues. The schedule is busy for the next few days, sadly, so I'll be done till New Year begins, I reckon. Done with your drawings or done with family stuff? That's the hair. Not very good at drawing these in a way that makes sense. Maybe it would be like I would cut it, so like I would go from here and then just erase this element. This is where my inexperience speaks for myself, if anything. And then I cut this. Oh, it's not really aligned to the middle of the face because my face has cut out more there. I also have to make some assumptions about what I see here. But I will say it's silky smooth. I need to go into this layer and erase this. And then to make a new layer, and this will be for facial features, maybe. Oh, it's a different direction altogether. We'll have an ad in about 3 minutes. Beware, chat. And that's a pretty big nose. What do you mean it's a big nose? Definitely has an. Oh, are you thinking that this is the nose? It's not the nose. That's just an eye. Hello, Savannah. Another character. Another person that's gonna be a very odded out by girl mode right now. Hello, Seb. How you doing? How you doing overall? Ba, 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 ba. The eye looks like a nose. I don't think this sort of. And the artist that did this didn't really put a nose in any way. He just kind of made it imply that there's a nose. You're good. That's good to hear that, Seb. I'm glad you're doing well. After all, that's all we do. Take care of ourselves in these trying times, am I right? Then the glasses kind of take over there. Well. You look very different. Do I look different? Oh, I just had I don't know, I just may I get a haircut. Yeah, I definitely got a haircut. Somebody put a haircut redemption on the chat. That's what happened. I let my hair go too long, and oh my god, look at me now. Though one of the things I tried to make sure to do with them, sort of this model, is try to basically still be faithful to the original model. Hair extensions. Yeah, I got hair extensions. Tried to be sort of somewhat faithful to the model. Because basically, I have one particular look that I look like with my original model. And I kind of tried to replicate that. So, changing it to a girl version is not really that different, I guess. Because all you do is just change some of the features and do the best you can from there. I think a lot when it comes to at least anime aesthetics is that hair does most of the work, and I'm usually, though you can't really see it too much because again I do go for simplicity when it comes to models, is the eyelashes. Eyelashes do a lot as well, but because I'm also very pixely, so it doesn't really change anything. I'm a pixely girl in a pixely world. I guess I'm a girl now, so yeah. Gonna fix this eye. So the way they did it is that they did like this, but obviously I have it on an angle. Man, I can't get that angle right. Oh yeah, isn't M? Yeah, M lets me switch around. Yeah, Idiot Box. I mean, Idiot Box is the one who basically was here earlier. Oh, here comes the end. Sorry, champs. Now it is here. How long have I had girl mode? And I haven't really checked. I should probably put a timer. Let's put a timer. Let's put a timer. I don't know. What would be like a good amount of time to have this sort of thingy on? 10 minutes maybe? I'll put 10 minutes up. Oh my god, that is a terrible, terrible line. Okay, I was just making sure that I put it in the right layer there. Obviously, this is original wild, or OG wild. That's what I call them, because it's got the red, it's got the glasses. Well, this is virtual wild, which is basically what I am right now. So I guess now I am virtual femme wild, which is definitely a different thing altogether. And it's a little shorter. Shading on this thing is... One thing I find interesting about this artist is they added little stars. Their line work is also colored, so like you can tell that the color of this is different. How you find the new tablet? I mean, I've just started using it today, but the main thing that I'm noticing is that I have a lot more space, but at the same time, now I have to get used to that. My line work is no longer constrained as much, so I can actually use... So one of the things I couldn't use very much was arm movements to do lines. This tablet is big enough that I can actually use it. Like, before, I couldn't actually do this with my arms. Not that you... Obviously, you can't see my arm movements right now, but... before I couldn't do this. Bam. Bam. I think my other one... I don't believe my other one had a delay. Like, I personally didn't find a delay whatsoever. But I'm also not... I'm not an artist enough to tell you what effectively the benefits were of this tablet versus the other. The main thing I got, or the main thing I asked for this tablet for, was to be able to move and feel a little more flexible and have more space in my drawing capabilities, because I always felt very cramped and my wrist was tiring itself out. The fact that I could only do like straight movements, like very short movements. Okay. That's a great reason to update. Yeah, I couldn't upgrade till I got... One of the things I also considered is like, what if I went to get a tablet rather than, so like one of those drawing tablets in which you basically can see where you're drawing. Instead, I've just gone for another... Well, I guess this is a tablet still. Oh, I don't know what the difference is. There's one that's a tablet, and one is one that you can see. So like a monitor thing that you can like draw on it, and you kind of see what you're drawing. I got used to being able not to see, so I can just look straight at the canvas and just assume that that's where my line is, and just get used to that. I know some other people get more used to other lines and whatever. Alright, so there's there's one of them. This one was drawn by DF. Where did it go? Excuse me? Where did it go? Oh, it's just that tiny thing over there. Honestly, it's just personal experience. That's fair. I think DF gave me something that was higher resolution than 112 for when I was doing this, when she gave me this emote thing. So it's the other one I kind of have. It's gonna be pretty low res, I'll tell you that. Oh, it's not even constrained. Did I change the proportions of it by accident? Oh, I guess I must have. Alright, let's try to draw cool wild. I mean, I do appreciate the app's work. It does look a little different than what I look like, but I gave it at that point. I didn't really have much of a focus on this. Was at the start of the year. I've not used screen-based tablets for drawing, except for the rare chance when I took a unit to try them out. It was jarring how different it feels. So this is the screen-based one, right? Where you actually look at the screen. I feel like what you end up having is sort of like a neck issue, unless you have it straight ahead of you, because you end up... So, like, if you are drawing normally, you kind of hunched over the drawing a little bit. Ow. What was that for? You're a little hunched over the drawing, and when you're hunched over a drawing, you basically feel like your neck is going to go down a bit. And if you constantly do this with this sort of tablet, because you're kind of looking at it more than you're probably looking at your monitor, it also kind of means that why do you need a monitor at that point? You're kind of just drawing directly in it. So it has its pros and cons, I guess. You don't need a computer. You probably do it on your phone. No, but I guess you still need something to I guess you just basically skip the monitor part. Did I put it in this layer? No. To erase these lines.
Hey, buddy.
Felt like I kept getting in the
Thirsty.
way.
Why don't you get hydrated?
Ah, I'm being splashed.
It's lengthening time.
Fine, I'll hydrate and stretch. Thank you, Seb. Thank you very much. Delicious water. And very good. Very tasty. And I guess I gotta stretch too. Oh, my arms aren't gonna stretch because I don't have those motion capped. Oh, every time I try to do motion cap with 3D, it doesn't really work too well. Oh, yeah. That's another of the emotes that I got recently. I just put him on recently. I am not very good at animating emotes, so I just basically go quick animate for all of them. Wow. Also, I didn't ask for the artist to make any. Ow, I just cracked myself. Thank you for the stretch, Seth. Thank you for the water. And yeah, what we're doing? Yeah, we're drawing another version of this. Now this emote. One of the reasons why we're doing these sort of emotes, because they're basic. They're basic. And I'm a basic. I like simplicity, so me drawing something basic will make it easy for me to try to copy this. Yes, I've been doing this one. Are you cold? I'm not really cold. Why do you ask? There it is. There's like a freezing rain kind of alert over here. It's freezing rain and I'm not cold. Why are you suggesting there, Soapy? What are you suggesting? You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't. No, please. I beg you. Stop it. Take it back. Take it back. No. No. Well, now we know that Soapy would bomb a girl. I think Soapy would bomb anyone, to be honest. Anyway. Well, I appreciate your support for all those bombs you're sending me. About equality. Yes, nothing like a gender equalist. Yeah. Gender equalitist. Equality? Equalitarian? I don't know what the word is. I'm sorry. Not my forte, knowing words. I don't do words. So most of the time that I see the sort of face tends to be like a flat. It's like a big flat face. Because then emotes, it's the face that kind of takes the majority of it. Oh, I've been chucked some... Was that some blueberries? You threw some blueberries at me? Thank you very much. I was hungry. So Gift put glasses on me here. Yes. Excellent. Had bomb redeem and Jet Red PNG model sort 2. Expect some bag too. Well, the timer's up. Alright, I can get rid of girl mode now. Say goodbye to Girl Wild. They're going away for a bit. First I gotta change. I can...
Well, this is just artist. Not what I was looking for, but hey. Hey, there is... I don't think the name would be Wild Lena. But hey, I guess you can call her whatever you want there. Mic audio is back to normal, I believe. So we're back to normal. This isn't my Christmas stuff, so I gotta switch back to that too. Can't redeem it again. What? Wildita? I don't know if I put a limit to those. The bomb was still worth it. Didn't you bomb me twice? You literally bombed me twice. Hello, DF. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. Hell yeah, I did. Yeah. You were itching for a bomb during the Christmas season. Yeah, I see that. Do I wanted to have my Christmas jumper? Maybe I have to do it manually. Let me just check a second here. Have it under this. Cannot have it under here. It's Christmas time. I gotta put in my Christmas stuff. Oh yeah. Okay, so I just have to do it a few times. As long as I don't crash it. Oh, well, I just went through a few of my outfits. Congratulations, you get to see some of my secret outfits that I don't really put on very often. I think it's the fourth one, isn't it? No, that's the doctor one. So it is the first one. Okay. No, wait. That's not right. Is it the next one after that? Ah, there you go. Christmas. Christmas. Wow. Your inner ASO is happy when fire. Well, I guess we can't stop your inner fire there, Soapy. Your inner ASO who wants just to blow up the world. Also, DF, do you recognize this one, huh? Recognize this art? Hopefully you're all doing well, by the way. The voice mod for the e-girl redeem was very convincing. Well, I am an AI. I can impersonate anyone. I can be only an e-girl, I guess. That's all I can actually be. I can be myself and an e-girl. That's as much as you get. You're also not gonna get like a personality change, because that's just cringe, man. That's just cringe. That you call your sister or a friend to stream or something. Oh, and somehow you think they would just remember? What? You said your Christmas tree on fire? What? What? We need those! We need those trees to survive, Soapy! Don't blow them up. Otherwise, how are we gonna survive in this cold, desolate land? Alright, so I need to make the head. Crunch. We also gotta do the body. Spin, 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 spit, bip, 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 spin, spin. Anyway, DF, that was actually the thing I was talking about the other day, the girl mode. You were asking about like what I was working with a Twitch reward earlier, and that was what I was doing that morning, so to speak, to get that sort of working as a sort of prototype. See how it goes. See if it's a funny reward. It is an expensive reward. I didn't want it to be cheap, because you know it's already sort of like it's very intensive, I guess. But I thought it was funny. I can be an e-girl. Ha ha ha. I can replace all of them girls on no, wait, this is not a great comment to make. Keck. Keck indeed. See, I still don't have STV or 7TV or whatever it's called. So I actually don't know what the emote is. That's why it doesn't show up there either. Actually, I don't know if I can get Stream Elements to show up 7TV emotes. And never redeeming that again is expensive and not rich. Well, too bad, idiot. At least you had fun with it. Was it worth it? Did you find it worth it? I feel like I just want to do that. It's worth it, I guess. I don't know. Your first comment was basically you were laughing your ass off, and then you went quiet for a bit. The beautiful part is now nobody knows if it ever existed because I found it funny. Well, I'm glad the joke was worth it. One final joke before the end of the year. I struggle with hoods. This is not a hood. It definitely is an article of clothing. I mean, I guess it is a hood if what you're trying to do here, DF, was trying to make this a flat version, but I think hoods always have to have a little bit of a back end to it. It was an attempt. Was it all a fever dream? I don't know, nobody clipped it, and I'm definitely deleting the recording after this, so you'll never know if it was real. It was all fake. You'll never know if e-girl mode was a real thing all along. I'll disable the reward. You'll never see it again. And it'll be gone for all of eternity. Gotta remember next time. Yeah, the way that they do it, that makes sense. Again, the way that I copied it, terrible, but hey. So it just sort of goes down. But the main thing that I have is that this model doesn't have the cut. This model has the sort of cut version. So I have to do this sort of. I go like that, maybe. I don't know. I'm not making a perfect version. I'm just basically practicing some of it with a new tablet here. I do plan to reduce some of these emotes if I get skilled enough, so they kind of match the sort of attempts that I was doing here. I feel like because this is an emote, I probably don't need the arms. It probably just ends there. I can have the big thumbs. It looks a little different if I do that, though. I'll be back. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, good. Soapy was in fact cooking something. When Soapy leaves, I'm a little concerned sometimes. But how are you all doing, friends? Did you all have a wonderful holiday season, by the way? Seb, DF? I know I've talked to DF a bit, and Soapy has mentioned a bit that they're gone. Hopefully you all have had a good holiday spirit, holiday time, doing some good holiday. Yeah, it's going well. Seb, in Brazil, is Christmas a big thing, or is it the day before Christmas? I know that in Europe it tends to be the day before Christmas, so I'm not sure if Brazil kind of does the sort of North American thing that Christmas is the bigger thing overall. Yeah, mine was fine. I had a very small Christmas with very close family and stayed for what over here we call Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas. And after that, we just kind of went home. And then I've just been enjoying these last 2 days. Yesterday, I was playing some Dispatch, as you may or may not know. And, whoops. And just basically enjoying myself. don't think I really have much of a taping hair behind me. More closer to a shorter hair with this model. Now that I think of it, the e-girl model does give me an idea. Alright. What's wrong with me disappearing? I'm a good gal? I don't know, sometimes you've disappeared and done some crazy things behind my back there, Sophie. You gotta be nice. I may not know how to draw, but I do know how to do pixel art. Oh, do you, idiot? I didn't know that. Sophie's up to something. Nah, I think Sophie's just enjoying a nice, relaxing night, I guess. It's sort of late over there. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, Sev, you sometimes celebrate on the 24th and sometimes on the 25th? Generally in so in at least Spanish culture, like Southern Europe culture, we have something called Noche Buena, which is good night. Christmas Eve is also called in English. Soap is behind 2 hours in time zone. Yeah, but yeah, your sleep schedule is all over the place. You literally could have just woken up 5 minutes ago, and nobody would be able to tell, because trying to predict you is impossible sometimes. Boxing Day in the UK as well. Hey, Commonwealth brethren. Well, this model doesn't actually have hair that goes to the top, so I guess I would just plan it. It does have an ahoge. Not that you can see it right now. But if I move my model here, you can see I do have an ahoge. It's a mystery to everyone, including DF, who basically doesn't even follow her own sleeping schedule some days. Oh, it's Makoto's hair. Does Makoto actually have the same ahoge? I don't know. This is what the rendered version of my model looks like. It's very pixelated because obviously it's not drawn. Because this is before I could draw. I mean, to be honest, I still probably could not draw anything close to this. Don't worry yourself too much there, dear. Also, I was trying to find a better resolution version of this model, or this emote you made me like, I think almost a year ago at this point. But I could only find the 112 pixel one, so this is why this one looks so choppy, because I had to blow it up. Again, these are just going to be for practice, if anything. I only have a schedule because I missed my family and it was getting me down. Aww. Well, I sure hope that family was good. I hope family time was good. My family is all over the place, so I don't really get to see much of my family. And the few that I do just kind of doesn't really want to hang out. Doesn't want to do anything, so I'm a little bit lonely during the holiday seasons, but that's okay, because I do it with the family that matters, the ones that care. You're holding the F? Let go! Let go! I think that's fine. Fine for the hair, I guess. Wiggles. You be wiggling alright. Send you the big one, even though it's late. Oh, did you? Let's take a look. Can I just drag it? Yes. Doesn't let me. Damn you, critter! I have to actually download it rather than just drag and drop. Actually, can I copy it? Can I? No, it just copies the link. Save it. Then I have to go to downloads. Go back. Yeah, that's a lot neater. See, the one thing that I'm still not gonna be good at, regardless, is trying to shade this in any way. That's a lot of eggs. You're abusing the eggs there, idiot box. Abusing them. Okay. Get rid of the old one. Thank you very much, DF. I wasn't sure if you still had kept that art. Oh, that's not the right. There's so many eggs that they go off message. Well, can't win them all, I'm afraid. Cannot win them all. Okay, we got the hair, we have the body. Now we draw the face. I guess we gotta delete some of the... Gotta delete some of this. Because it's behind. Again, it feels a little weird because I'm still getting used to the fact that my my tablet doesn't scratch. Before it used to scratch a bit. Like I would have to... It would give some resistance as I'm doing some of these movements. So it's interesting to see that it wasn't ever supposed to. There. Here you're kind of giving me glasses. Cool sunshades. Yeah, that's the one. Thing is, I could probably just ignore it. I don't actually have to draw. I feel like you don't really have to draw this thing. But one thing I noticed that I'm missing is eyebrows. Yeah, I've never put eyebrows on me. I'm eyebrowless. Or maybe the eyebrows are hidden under the things. Whoops. That's okay, dear. No worries. I'll put also my signature band-aid. And then I would have a strand of hair that's different color, but I'd probably just color that. No worries, DF. Again, when I commissioned this to you, it wasn't like I commissioned an art of anything. I basically just wanted you to draw whatever you wanted to. Someone eat the eyebrows. I'm not! Do not eat my eyebrows! Do I really need a nose? I don't think I need a nose. Then I color this. Looks better in white only. As I put the color, it kind of looks a little weird. That's me. It's cool, wild. I'm eating my own mistakes. No, don't eat my eyebrows. So, a little fun fact about my eyebrows. For many things I have tried to do in 3D, which is not possible, is try to get my eyebrows to be on top of my hair that kind of flows here in the wind. But it's just not possible. It just kind of has a lot of limitations. This is one of the limitations of 3D. So if you ever did like, I don't know, if you ever were like doing live 2D or anything like that, it's sort of one of the advantages that you can be a little more expressive in 2D animation than you can in 3D. But 3D lets me do something that 2D can't, and it's I can go back and I can go forward. Anyway, there's Chibi Cute Wild, I guess. The Fs. I also like the Fs. Much love. This is actually my favorite artist did my emotes. I tried to actually hire them once again to do my original emotes a second time, and they did these like, I don't know, pandemic time. But when I contracted them again, they just vanished. It's like I hired them again to do another set of 5, and they just vanished, and I was like, oh, sad. Then I never saw them again. Just disappeared from the interwebs. Let's move on to the next one. You may recognize this one. Very tiny over there. Oh yeah, I should probably group them so they don't get confused. Alright, so now we have what I consider the wild role. But if you are an OG fan of Wild, you would know I used to be a PNG tuber. Maybe like a few years ago, actually. And this was part of my PNG. Used to be flat. I did used to be flat. I used to use this one. In fact, I still use it. You can see it right now under the icon for the for Twitch and for some social media that I use. That was one of the ones I used. Because that was cool. My opinion, it was cool anyway. Wild lore. Not really lore, it's just sort of things I've done in the past. If you wanted wild lore, eat your socks. I don't know. There's quotes. It's quotes that basically kind of tell a little bit of the lore of Wild, but they're not too great. Some of the stuff that has been put in there over time. But no, yeah, originally I was a PNG tuber. Yeah, I have some quotes. Used to be a PNG tuber. I basically drew this, quote unquote, drew this using something called Pic Crew and then modified it and then basically animated it. Because one of the main things I always found that I wanted to have in my PNG tubing is I wanted to have dynamicity, to have something that basically makes it dynamic to some degree. Didn't like it be completely static, so definitely tried my best to do that. Obviously, this is a very closed up version of my model. This model is, or this PNG is what basically based to create this one, and this one was the original. So this is original. This is PNG tuber era. This is 3D era. 3D era has also had some changes and stuff. So, but I don't want to bore you with boring, wild facts. I guess not what we're here for. We're drawing. Yes. Original Wild, or me. Okay. So I have a way to distinguish myself. So there's me, the person behind the stream, and then there's the character, I guess. Wild is the character. Me is the person, I guess. You got the same quote. But basically, when I first started streaming, I did webcam. I didn't really care too much about my webcam. I really didn't care about anything. And my computer was not very strong. So, like, it would struggle to do a lot of things. But I had fun with it. Though I was very inconsistent. You would maybe see me, like... You'd see me maybe stream for a bit and then I would just disappear. No. That's something I said. Quotes are things that I've said. Maybe you copied it at some point. But I think you were there when that quote got added. But I don't know. You can be revisioning history. But yeah, original Wild is my face, which this PNG is kind of based on. This is actually kind of what I look like to some degree. Then I went to create this guy. And then I went to create this guy. There hasn't been any other iterations of Wild as far as I'm aware. And obviously I made this one because it looked similar to Omori, and at the time I really did enjoy Omori. To be honest, I still do look a little bit like the Omori style, but I'm not infringing in it terribly like in this one over here. Inspired by it, not based on it. So because it is a chibi-ish, I have to do this. So I guess, how do you do chibi when it's front-facing though? How do you do a front-facing chibi? No more copyright infringement? I really don't think OmoCat is gonna care if somebody copies the style, but I wanted to have something distinct, I guess. And one of the things that actually made me want to switch away from this is because when I created this art, it's just very pixely, it's very washed up. Like, it's not great. I've seen other people do it much better than me, but I love this art. I loved it. I'm just not very good at putting it to justice. How about that? You've seen everything? Well, you can now always request to put more quotes. Looks good. How about you, Seb? Did you ever have an avatar that you'd use in your streams, or have you always been a disembodied voice? I know that actually I guess Soapy has also been a disembodied voice in the streams. The F basically shares the PNG style lifestyle. So do most people over there. I don't know how to draw a chibi face looking straight up. We just draw it like this. I feel like chibi faces always are slightly to the side. There's no way to do them front face. The streams are moon, yes, but I'm in the process of PNG2. Oh! That'd be cool to see there, Soapy. I'm pretty sure your artistic styles would give you a lot of options for creating it. I basically just jury-rigged mine with what I had available. I'll be happy to see it. If you ever get back into streaming, even if it is just occasionally. Obviously, I have to be around for it, though. Sometimes time zones and work and stuff like that prevents us from seeing each other's collaborations and stuff. Because unless anybody know, I mean, I did mention it in the Discord, but I started a new job, so my time is limited. I no longer have the freedom to do whatever I wish. You barely get anything done. Yef, you can get it done. I believe in you. I believe in you. Make a resolution to get art done. You can do it. You can definitely get things more done than I can right now, to be honest. Also, as you can see, I've literally been talking for 5 minutes and I still haven't drawn a single line. It's alright. No, it's definitely I don't feel exhausted at the end of it so far, but I am still in my training period. What do you mean, Soapy? We collaborated. You played Peak with us. Our Peak Fridays was a thing for a bit. Basically, if you ever want to collab with me, or like actually want to play games with me, I do have my schedule posted on the Discord, and that's basically probably one of the best times available that I would have for it. I was just hanging out. Hey. Okay, well, you can call it hanging out, but you were still there with us. Is that not what a collaboration is? Where is face? Okay, so he does just straight. Give it a bit of a cheek. Give it a bit of a cheek. Be a cheeky fella. Cheeky fella. Then go straight. Then put the ear. Because again, even though it looks like a front-facing face, or front-facing, there's only one angle. Well, Sev, that's a joke. So, I don't know how familiar you are with Keeves there, Sev, but there was a joke I did with Keeves a while back when I played Killing Floor, in which basically we would just we would basically go into that couch, and that specific couch that the joke kind of started with. On that specific map, on that specific couch, we would basically just go there, and we would somehow survive an entire round of just crouched in that corner and doing absolutely nothing but kill Zeds. And we would only leave it for the explicit reason to basically just go do the like objectives that are area objectives, and that's it. We would then go back, we would kill the final boss in there, we would do it, and somehow out of the dumbness of that plan it worked. And from then on we basically just made fun that every time we saw a couch, we would basically just camp around it because it brought us such good luck in that stupid map. And I just basically played that joke to you there. Obviously I ham it up a bit because, you know, we gotta be entertaining. Oh, we're entertainers. We like to have fun. And it's sort of like a little banter as well. I really can't make this look okay. Technically not wrong. Official collab is when everyone is live, suppose in streaming terms, but in a way, it is still collabing. Yeah, that's... I mean, again, collabing is just a term we've come up to describe just having another person show up in somebody else's stream. Another word for it would be a cameo if you really wanted to, or just, you know, hanging out. But the difference between hanging out and collabing is that the other person has a channel. But the other person has something that basically you can point them to. So like, if anybody was to ask, hey, who is this other person you're kind of streaming with? You can basically say, oh, go to their channel and watch their stuff over here. Well, if you're hanging out with someone, you really can't do that. You can't like help them out in any way. It's like, you can maybe give them their social media at best. But yeah. Also, it's just fun to encounter people that you kind of just vibe with, right? I know that when we did that out of nowhere Killing Floor thing, it's like, who is this wild? Look, he's been around in my chat for a bit, but I don't know who this guy is. He could be a murderer. He could be a serial licker. And lo and behold, he was not wrong. I licked that couch clean. It was so good. But no. I understand why people are apprehensive, because generally you kind of want to vouch someone. You could still be. Ah, yes. Look at my charisma. I am charismatic. You will believe everything I say, and I will. Do you want to go to the back alley over there? Definitely nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm not. Well, I guess it's hard to say, because I guess none of you actually know me in real life, so maybe I am. Ho 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 ho. But zero couch link. But overall, I think the sort of idea is that unless I am somehow a sociopath, and I can basically mask my personality in a way that you can't tell, what you see on the tin is basically what you see. I don't really ham up my personality too much on stream either, because I believe in authenticity to some degree. I believe in being silly, unless the moment is a serious one. In that case, I will be serious. Also, every time I do this sort of face shape, it just reminds me of Rage, because Rage basically, his entire face, Rage's face is just basically a large, chibi-fied version of what I presume he looks like. That's all I'm gonna say for that. So every time I do this shape, it's like, oh, I'm drawing Rage. No, wait, I'm not drawing Rage. That's just what faces look like when you're chibi. Well, I feel like I need to draw this ear a little further back, I guess. Oh, also to mention, I haven't touched a tablet since literally, I think that's last maybe the start of this month. Like, I haven't drawn anything in a while, so this is basically me going fresh from back when I was drawing once a day every month. Just draw everyone like a generic human being. Always works. Ah, yes. They're generic. Well, there's no other thing to this face, so no neck. I guess I'll draw a neck. In an attempt to do a hoodie. Again, hoodies are not easy, so I don't blame you if you could not draw it. Requires me to look at this model up here every time that I want to draw an attempt at it. Yeah, you can have that. You got auto-modded. So, did you see that as an auto-mod? I don't know if auto-mod shows up for you there, DF, as you are the only mod, I think, in this channel. There used to be another mod, but they don't show up anymore. They've abandoned me. They no longer watch. Sometimes they show up, but they're definitely not modding anything. Jeff is just so kind so as to be able to mod for hundreds of people. Hundreds! Even thousands! Oh, I need to make another layer. So this is going to be the hair layer. So in my old model version, I basically just had a big parting line. And then it just kind of goes like that. And then I just think the ears got covered by hair as well. And again, it cuts. I don't know, it feels kind of weird. I think it was just it was literally a flat, maybe like a little bend in the middle. I think that was it. Something like that. Now we go back to this layer and delete the lines we don't need. Imagine not having hundreds of mods for literally no reason. So cringe. What? I think the hair I put in the emo was kind of modeled after this PNG. I mean, possible, given the fact that I didn't really do 3D VTubing until a little bit later in the year. So you probably didn't have much of a resources. Like, this is a resource I only made in the last few months. This was probably the only other resource I may have given you, because this emote is old. But you were likely basing it on my this model over here. And it may just have looked differently, right? So, as I said, this is great for what you were able to do, DF. Just, it's no longer, oops. No longer looks like what I appear like very often. So that's why it needs an update. Like, these sort of need an update, and I kind of wanted to make it a sort of self-project to try to update some of these as much as I can. It's bootleg wild. Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. It's still good. Gotta stay positive. That's what Soapy told me. If you don't stay positive, Soapy will beat your ass. Who's hasn't my beat? You gotta beat the F's ass. She's too negative about her old art. Okay. It sure does, doesn't it? Gotta stay positive. Because you are a good artist, DF. You do good art. You just have self-confidence. Need to have some confidence. That's all, girl. So this model had a... Again, I'm doing all as one basic line. Like, I'm not changing the line of anything, which obviously is one of the things that you all kind of do. For example, even DF has different line work or different length, different line width for some of the elements versus others. Very noticeable on this artist as well. You're lucky I do not know what a busser pet means. You're lucky. Sort of a curve. Buzzers is a butt emote. What? You bringing butts to my channel? That's it, Soapy. Where's the bomb you option, huh? Why do I not have that option? Do it. Bomb me. I don't even have a bomb emote, so I can't like even bomb you. I can only like actually the best thing I can do is literally get you to type ! banish, and that's the best thing I can do for you. Congratulations, you banished. Yeah, I don't think I can do a very good rendition of this emote. It's already a different kind. It's not a... This is just my This is literally just my PNG tuber. Took a screen, or took a... Just cut it down, like took a little cut, and just basically made it into an emote. But that's it. Maybe I can do this. Definitely different art style than the one I have over here. Did he have an ahoge? I don't remember if he did. I can actually look at it. Well, looking at my old badges too. They were ugly. Maybe they're under this? Must be an under avatar, yeah. No, my original did not have an ahoge. And so this is what the original looked like, by the way. This is basically what I took that screenshot from. Okay, well, the hair is close. The ear is a lot bigger than I remember it being. And we need to do a lot of detailing on the hair to kind of match it. Alright, so that is this one. I'll delete that one. I can here as well. Alright, and this is the other emote. This one is the most recently. I was okay with it. Actually, I have two of them, so I'll go with the... Yeah, I'll go with the one I was mentioning here. I'm okay with it. I don't know. I feel like it did not translate as well as an avatar. I like the art. It's kind of cute. The artists definitely put their own style on it. Where is it? Where do they have them? Here. Yeah, the artists had their own sort of style with it. But I don't know. Something is lost. Let me draw it here. Something is lost with this one. They kind of forgot a few details on it. I've been trying to get them to do it for a few weeks now. So, actually, I think I commissioned this, I don't know, probably almost end of summer. And they only got this now. So, they were busy, so I don't blame them. But I don't know. When you go too small, it just gets lost. I think the main issue is that I should have commissioned for something that's just mostly faces. Because faces work well as an emote. When I start adding the green blob that is my body, it just kind of starts losing itself a bit. So, I also don't really know what they were doing with the arms, though. I feel like they were trying to copy some other design, I guess. So I'm going to copy the face. Also, see one eyebrow. But the other eyebrow is a little wonky. I don't know, maybe they were Russian. The arms behind the head? Yeah. Its proportions are a little weird. This is the same one that did the heart one that you can see here, and that one looks fine. I had no issues with it. They were probably just a little rushed on this one. For example, this one I find very cute. Same artist. Same artist for this one and that one. This one works better than this one, in my opinion. They actually did remember to do the little hairline, but it is basically obscured by the color. So I'm gonna redraw the laughing one to how I would probably want it. No, I need to do this in a layer that I'm not obscured here. So, because my favorite one is this one. I like the sort of composition of this. I do want the whole head, including the hair. So that's gonna be like 2/3 of it. And then the other third would just be the body. I don't necessarily care too much about where the arms are, because they could just basically easily be replaced with hands. So we may have to improvise some of this. Noodle arms. Oh no, not the noodle. Not the noodly arms. Hopefully Noodle's doing well as well. So this is a face that put at 2 ears, which is different. Also a reverse, so you would have the ear here. I seem to be in a good mood today. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Hopefully the holidays have not stressed them out. Yeah, even this artist didn't really know how to do a hoodie. We'll do big hands over here. That's the body. Now we'll draw the hair on top of the body. Yeah, big. So, gave me, yeah, they gave me hair like this. Wish it gets a little covered by the fact that the face kind of takes over. Gonna go top. I feel like it would be just rotated though, so I actually have to have it like this. I want to have my actual hairstyle. Then some tiny little bit of hair. Then we have this sort of thing that just kind of always covers the ear. Then just some minor amount of hair details. Then the ahoge. Right, so there's our face. Oh, I drew it in the same layer. Oh well. That's okay. So we'll do the face here. The way that they drew eyebrows is that they basically have eyebrows where the hair is. The eye position of this is wrong. I feel like you could probably just have cut it into the chin here. Definitely a different kind of laughing. I think I like, I don't know, different styles overall what to draw. What do you think is the style that looks the best so far? I kind of like I like this one. In my opinion, I like this one the most. This one's a little... I mean, this artist I like the most. But me drawing versions, this one seems to fit the aesthetic. I don't know how well it conveys in small, though. If I zoom out to about like what an emote would look like. It's hard to see it, right? Like colors basically is the main thing that forces it to actually work. What? Then I have this other artist who made this emote. I think they were very talented. Do I have? Yeah, I do have a big one. Here is this artist. They're very talented. They did a freebie for me, so they basically took my model that I had here and basically had a sort of templating system they were using and just basically created this. I think the main detail that they kind of focused on was the sort of tiny little bit of the band-aid that I have here, the hoodie, and the hair strand. So they were able to do that pretty well. But imagine if you already had a template, kind of helps to do that. So let's try to copy this drawing to the best of our abilities. Also, let's bundle these. This is sort of like a peak emote. The main thing that I think I found, so like, I put the emote in chat. It just feels a little small. It's fine when you can see it up here above me, but in chat it's kind of small. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're just so small. That's why you kind of have to give them so much real space to the part that matters. Here, the wall is taking 2/3 of it. Here, sorry. No, probably 2/3 is not. This is probably about maybe 3/5. This is about 2/5. I feel like it would look better if it was maybe 1/4, 3/4, or even 1/5, 3 or 4/5. I don't think the wall needs to be as detailed as it is here. It is cool, it is nice. Just, well, it doesn't need as much detail. So let me try to do the best I can. I say this, and obviously I don't have the talent to do this justice, but see what I can do. Obviously, It actually goes further to the side. This artist cut the neck. If you notice, there is no neck in this one, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with cutting the neck if you can basically make it perspectively make sense. Their hoodie makes quite a lot of sense as well. I do like their design of their hoodie here. They even have the ability to put a little hand here, which we can just abstract. Put it in the little sausage roll or little bun over here. Little bun hand. Even had enough time to put the tassels, which is impressive to me. Welcome back, Unbanished Soap. You can see me doing some more of these drawings. Though I guess in this case I didn't have a nose. No nose for me. Accidentally drew this in the same layer as the art, so I need to make another layer. More cute emotes, yes. These are actually emotes that I already have in the channel. You may not be able to access them unless you're a subscriber, unfortunately, because as much as I would love to put them all under follower, there's only so many follower emotes that you can put in. But yes, they are emotes. Still think that this was the best one that I've made so far. This one's not bad, but I'm just practicing as well, so we're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can. So what'd you cook for us there, Soapy? I say in jest. Hopefully you cooked yourself something good. Something tasty. Something delicious. Okay. Okay, do the hair. And then just a bunch of tiny little hair. Kind of hides the ear. Don't know how much that affects the design of it. Oh, I was cooking all right, looking for where I saved Summert. Summert? What you mean by that? What you mean? I don't speak your language. Then I need the little ahoge. I go back in here and I delete. I delete the wall though. Summert is just British slang for something. Oh, is it? I thought it was some sort of dessert. Not 100% sold by this hair, but... Make another layer. That will be where the eyes reside. Now, obviously, I haven't kept the angle. You know, my eyes are not like that. I mean, I guess it's a simplified version of it. I have to spend more time on actually getting the detail of the eyes right. I also need to get the eyebrows. This makes it look concerned. This makes it look angry. Funny how these eyebrows basically do the entirety of the emotions, huh? I'm a concerned wild. Although you can tell given the fact that it's basically just a little bit of line work here. Alright. There is another one. Obviously we would probably draw a little bit of the wall. Well, these are my attempts to draw with my own style, huh? So I guess it's not really my own style, is it? It's sort of like I'm taking the style that I have and just trying to translate it with my own skills. What do you think overall there, chat? Any comments? Any artistic comments? Oh yeah, this one also doesn't have a few details. Oh, this one is missing. Missing little laugh lines. Missing the thing here. But if I draw this in this layer, it's gonna draw on the layer that it did this in, so. Ow. What was that for, Seb? Misclick.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get...
Sorry, boss. What is this? What is this? Oh, I'm rotating now. Alright, time to drink some water. Tasty. I do love me some water. Yeah. Oh, I've been pixelated. You can barely see anything of me. I am nothing but pixels. Beep boop. Beep boop. We entered the pixel there. Sure have. But the question I was having overall is that if I were to draw my own emotes and I put a poll of like the different art styles that I'm emulating here, which of these 5 would be your favorite. If you have multiple favorites, which one, or just you can say multiple, I guess. If I were to say, but again, my artistic style obviously varies a lot because it's not very concrete. I think that 3 and 4 look the cutest for the copies of it. Three and four. I feel like, again, I do believe in that, but I don't know if it's because those are just the best looking right now. I can't say whether concretely this style versus this style changes that much. So I guess if I'm trying to make an emote, it would probably be these two. Now, obviously, I want to replace this emote because it doesn't work too well. So I somehow have to draw style 3 and 4, but draw pose 5 is the harder part to do, which is to translate art into a pose. Four is adorable, like a you called pop head out. I mean, that is what it is, and that is literally what the emote is supposed to be. Now, it looks cute now, but as soon as I start making it away from a sketch, it will lose a lot of its simplicity, I would imagine. Because generally that's what happens. I'm a captain of neutral opinions. Well, DF, you didn't make a choice. You did not select which of the 5 art styles that I've done you liked. Obviously, you may like your own art style here. And the biggest thing is to try to translate it into an emote, right? Which is hard because you basically have to keep it simple. The more lines you have, the more it kind of blurs and the more it kind of becomes hard to see it. For example, the emote there, Seb, which is Wild Peak. In small form, it loses a bit of its effect. So it's a matter of trying to keep it. I feel like having the eyes be as they are works well. Like when the eyes are all blank, like for Angry Wild. Where's Angry Wild? For example, in that one, you basically focus on the basics of it, which are, okay, he has arms, maybe. He has a angry little thing, and then he has eyes and he looks mad. If you make it too detailed as an emote, it just kind of loses itself, in my opinion. But maybe that's just how I see things, and I just don't have great resolution when it comes to my stuff. And I just suck. I just suck. I don't know. What other emotes do I have? Well, this is an emote that has some time as well. Ow! Oh, blueberries! What was those blueberries for? Were you trying to feed me? You missed. You hit me in the head, not in my mouth. I can do the OG one. So, gotta work on my aim. Well, seems you missed her, but your aim is getting better. That's a joke that doesn't actually make any sense unless you kind of do the follow-up line. I'm sorry. So this is one of my original things. This is actually the art. Whoa. This is actually the art. Oh my god, I did it again. Gravity Falls Love, yeah. This is the art that actually started. Actually, you can probably see this in my YouTube one. I still use this one for YouTube. But this is also a Pick Crew art. So it's one of those make your own avatar creators. And this one is what inspired to create that emote. I also believe I used this as a PNG tuber for a short time. Maybe like 3-4 streams at best. Not very long. But I inspired this to make that. So I call this this is bored wild. Like, this facial expression is I am disinterested or I am bored of you. So I'm gonna try to draw that as well. Now, can I draw bored wild in a way that fits my character? It's the current version of me? It's a different question though. Did I draw on top of it? And it seems you both like this one. These two. So I'll see if I can replicate it. Don't know about that though. Doo doo doo. Probably group all of these before I do anything else. Okay. So, the way we're drawing these faces. Now, this is a very zoomed in, so. Just looking at the other design I have over here. Derp. What you derping about there, Diff? What are you derping? What are you herpa-derping? My own incompetence. Hey, somebody spray DF. She's feeling negative. Quickly, Soapy, get the water spray. This is a positive stream. You gotta stay positive, because you're doing great, DF. You're doing great. You are doing good there. Don't even worry. Okay. We have something like, oh wait. I'm doing the hair, but I'm not in the layer to do the hair. That's the problem again. Wah, I try. I know, DF, I know. I know you're trying. Just gotta stay a little, gotta take those negative thoughts and put them in the trash. Gotta put those negative thoughts in the trash, DF. In the trash. Where they belong. Because you are loved, you are confident, and you are capable of whatever you put your mind to. Yeah. Do. No need to thank me. That's the truth. You just gotta believe in yourself. Believe. Or else we'll have to beat you senseless. Oh! Thanks for the follow, Goth Booty Goblin. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're having a great time. Mega Man! But also Uno reverse. Hey, I'm not that negative on myself. Am I? Am I that negative? Do I always self-doubt? I just don't. I'm very honest and critical. I believe that I have flaws and I try my best. But how are you doing there? Which of the 3 words would you prefer to be called that, by the way? Goth, booty, or goblin? Because I feel like that's definitely a naming. But again, thank you for the follow. Can't get this hoodie right. But I guess that's fine. We're not. The hoodie doesn't really matter. It'll probably just get covered up here anyway. Right. The main thing that matters is the hair. You would do better than me in positivity? Well, the funny thing is that most people that know me would basically say that I'm a very negative person. And to be honest, I am a very negative person. However, I try not to give negativity to people. Because not being negative kind of just sours people overall. So I try to be positive. Even if sometimes it can be hard. It can be hard. Especially on days that I feel very, very low, I would say. But try to be the light that other people need. Because you never know when they need it more than you. Just make sure not to extinguish yourself by giving your light away to others. That's all I would say. Okay, I like this hair. I'm gonna try to copy that hair over here. I feel like that hair works. Got the face. I guess I can draw. I don't know. That's not. I don't know. We'll see how we can do iterations of this. I still feel like I'm not that confident in doing this, but we'll do it. We'll do the best we can. So we're not gonna draw OG version. We're gonna draw. Whoops. We're gonna draw this version, but with this look. So we basically gotta draw hair as we generally would draw it here. It's gonna be like that. Then it's a cut like this. Then a cut like that. I think this ear is huge. I definitely put a ear that's too big. So I need to go back to this layer and rectify size conflict of this ear. Why did I believe that this ear was proper size? I don't know. I guess that's fine. Fine looking ear. Now we can go back to this layer and change it back to normal. We got to the hair. then we gotta do this here. Okay, so we got the hair, we got the generic look of what it looks like, so that's good. Now we just gotta make this facial expression that I'm trying to copy. Now, because my eyes are open, I have to do it in somewhat of a fashion that still keeps in line with that one, though. I feel like move that. Now, when I close my eyes, it's more like the top gets covered more than the bottom, so actually closer to this, I guess. I don't know if that conveys boredom, though. I think it's because the faces, or because the eye. No, the eyes are fine. If I cover the eye completely, it doesn't seem to change anything. I think it's a smile overall. Not be smiling. Look kind of sad there, to be honest. This looks like a sad wild more than anything. Concern. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the expression I'm going for. Maybe I need to... Oh. Maybe I have to erase these eyebrows? Also have to erase that here because it's too close to the eye. I also have not... Yeah, there's actually one other detail that I missed here. So let me fix this ear. Again, where this one is doesn't actually make sense. I may have to move. Because the ear apparently is above the eye, which doesn't make sense in the sort of style of this. I need to raise this part of the face up. Oh, what am I selecting? Okay, he still looks concerned. Now he looks more concerned. I feel like my eye is a little off. I don't know. I feel like this phase is something I have to focus, get a little better off. But I guess that's okay. Leave it as that. That wild is definitely a little messed up. And the final wild that I have to draw, or we call it here for the day, I would say, is depressed wild. There's depressed wild. You can definitely see this one when you do the. This is one of the emotes that we have that's animated. I feel like I need to move some of the stuff here because I don't think I have enough space. Okay. Put that there. Move you. Move you a bit to the side as well. So that we have some space. I'll delete this sort of drawing of words I have. Luckily I drew it in the easy layer. Just erase everything. I can do this with my tablet. Keep that. Right. And straw depressed wild. Which is the last one for today. Surprising how I always find it interesting that although it's a simple idea to draw in concept things, drawing takes forever. Like, drawing is not a fast process unless you're like really expedient and not having to redraw lines or not have to redo mistakes. So I always find that very humbling, I would say. When I basically try to draw and it's like, oh yeah, this probably takes me like 20 minutes at best, and here I am, I've drawn about 6 little versions of myself that are just a bunch of tiny little lines, and it's taking me almost 2 hours and 2.5 hours. Almost 2.5 hours. I do waste a lot of time though. In the case you don't know, by the way, this is the version of Wild that was in BC Face. I have now since moved since BC Face, but this is the Wild, the very pixely and sort of very artistic Wild. Before this time, I also was using a voice modifier, not a voice changer, but I was definitely modulating my voice so as to sound a little more robotic and more teeny, sounded more like a machine. At some point, however, I gave that up, mostly because people didn't like it so much. Drawing takes time, but can also be quickened with experience and knowledge. Yeah, like Soapy could probably draw all these in about 5 minutes. If Soapy wanted to just basically take a sketch, do what I'm doing, which is just to take a sketch of each of these emotes, you'd probably be done by the time I even finish one. Lies. Your talent. You have talent. Well, I mean, it's not you have talent. You do have talent. That's not what I'm saying. But you also have a lot of experience to go with that talent. Not trying to rob people who have talent of their artistic talent, but it is also a lot of experience and a lot of practice, which a lot of people always say, well, I'm just not as talented as you, or I'm not just as capable of drawing whatever. I wish I could have learned to draw. And I'm pretty sure most people who get into the art business, like, okay, fine. You do understand that you could probably do better or get to my level if you put the same amount of time that I put into whatever you do. Because art is a skill that, yeah, you can be talented in. So that means that certain things you'll be better at or be faster or quicker to pick up at. But it doesn't mean that somebody who's talented can basically just draw anything they see directly. They require skill. Manual dexterity skill with your hands, or mental skill to be able to picture things and be able to like translate lines into whatever they see. And that's what most people don't see sometimes when they do art. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go to drawing. Comparing to others would just put you in a bad mindset. More like negative view of your own work. Doesn't look so and so. I mean, I compare myself to inspire myself, I guess. It'll take me a long time to catch up to... It would take me a lot of time and dedication to catch up to somebody like yourself, Soapy, to get to the skill level that you're at. Doesn't mean that I can't do it. It's just it'll take me a while. And some people don't ever make it to that while. So we need to basically check this face. Because that's how a front facial one is. So it's a bit of a curve. Then very flat. We go up. A while for wild, for sure. Again, sorry if that triggered you there, Soapy. Just basically speaking from, I guess not experience, but just overall speaking from what the sources say. So Sev, you're also a pretty talented artist as well. You know how it is. Person would do this better than a can bad. Don't do. I like how a person does this, and I hope to better that in time. Better. Okay, well. I believe your art is good, Soapy, and I hope that I can do something like it at some point. Is that better in the wording? Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. I didn't mean to aim it at me. Well, you did bring it up when I was talking about you. You were just giving examples. It's okay. Appreciate it to keep the positivity. You don't have to thank me. I'm just speaking the truth. The truth. Alright, but enough about that. You're too kind? Nah. I think you're too harsh on yourself sometimes. You're a bit like DF. You don't believe sometimes in your own skills. Are you talking about how great Sophie is? Go ahead, Seb. You have the stage. Or the chat stage, because I don't think you can somehow hijack my mic and somehow speak through it. So, yeah. Unless I create an AI program that basically just... No, I'm not going to. I think one reward of me somehow turning into a girl mode is about as much as you're going to get from that. This ear sucks. We compliment and bomb him. That's okay. Hey Sev, quickly do a quickly Sev, go live just so you can join a collab. No, not a bomb. No, Soapy, no, please. I'm not ready for this. No. Girl, you're gonna run out of points with the amount of times you bomb me. You're gonna have to go into Big Point Plus to get more of those points. You're gonna have to like get a second account just so you can farm more of these points so you can have more bombs. Also, Seb, if you get bombs, watch out. I feel like Soapy would be there, ready. I'm at 3.7k. Who gave you all those points? Who? How? How is it possible? Good thing I have a timer on those bombs, otherwise you'd be bombing me every 5 seconds. I don't want to do the hair, that's what I forgot. Just doing the face. Come on, join the line. Guess I'm trying to get the ear as well, but I feel like I'm slipping. Bombs from the scarf will do extra damage too, Sam? What? Soap is canonical little hamster that hoards explosives. Yes, I'm aware. Soapy has basically demonstrated a constant requirement to have bombs. Now, I know it's not a bomb, but I don't know if you're aware, Soapy, but one of the Chuck It rewards is throwing a flashbang at me that actually detonates. So you could always chuck things and see if you get lucky and throw a flashbang. Doesn't have as much of an explosive though. Maybe you're not that. Oh. Hey, what was that? It's like, ah yes, I like to go gambling. Some people have alcoholism. I have explosivism. Okay, if you say so, girl. If you say so. Okay, gotta draw this hair. But I guess I'm not done. I have to draw more of this face. And then we got to draw the neck. With a bit of the hoodie. Any plans for the new year there, chaps? Any sort of resolutions you are planning to get your ways through? My only resolution is to have a job for the time being, to be honest. And to still be able to stream in the new year. Survive. Ooh. Dear God, does that count? It does. Especially if you're going through a lot of health things. So we believe in you, Sope. You'll survive. Or economical issues or anything of the like. It's a cruel world out there right now, so stay hopeful, stay frosty, and you can do it. We believe in you. And if you need any support, we're just a call or a message away. Whatever support we can give. Okay, so that's the face, that's the sort of additional details of that. Like, the hair. The hair that you both liked is this one. Not very good at copying it though. Gotta get better at it. Gotta figure it out. You know what's funny? I recovered from a cold and got an ear infection. Now I burnt my head a tiny bit with hot water. Can I get one good day, please? That's it. The only good day you're gonna get, Soapy, is if you stay in bed the whole day. Gotta stay with Pip, and then you'll just be happy. Just be on bed and be like resting 24/7. That'll be your good day. Maybe you can watch some. Maybe watch some shows, or play some games that are not too hard on your hand. I wish. Well, maybe once this holiday season's over, you can enjoy one of those weekends, or enjoy one of these days that you may have off. Hopefully you have days off. It'd suck if you were working 24/7, to be honest. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Shit. Tomorrow I got an appointment. Oh, get a bed. You should go to bed, Soapy. Yeah. Go to bed, Soapy. Get some rest. Thank you for your kind support and all your kind words. Not so sure about those bombs you sent me along the way, but hopefully you had a great time. Thank you very much for your companionship. And don't worry. I plan to finish this one up, and that'll probably be the last one for today as well, so. Because I have work in the morning, and I can't do these anymore for as long as I wished. That good. Better. I feel like this hair is weird. They were gift bombs. Yes, that's what I'll call them. Gift bombs. Ba, 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 ba. Do take care there, Soapy. May you rest well and have a nice time at your next appointment. Are they not gifts from chat to you? Ah, sure, yes, there are great gifts. Wonderful gifts, even. I am impressed by your gift giving. That's the gift of Christmas you were giving me there, Soapy. A warm nuclear explosion in my no, wait, that's not right. In my sweater. In my jumper. But no, yeah. Go get some rest there. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the year. Because I probably will stream tomorrow, but it'll probably be very late for you. No, you take care, Soapy. Alright, so that's the hair, some degree. I need to also draw the hoge. I don't know if you could hear anything that I said there, Soapy, given the fact that we were in an ad, but hopefully you get some rest. Oh, what happened? Why is it? I feel like I can just do this. Now, the hair's a little bit of a mess here. Okay, so we got the hair. I feel like this needs to go a little lower. It's not a circle. Then I would go down. And then I would draw the rest of the face. Now, this is a sad face. Funny how easy it is to draw the face for me, but doing the details of the character itself makes it very difficult. Mostly because the face shape is pretty simple. Because if I go to draw my face over here, my face is, if you wanted to simplify it very much, tends to be just a rectangle. Tends to be a window like this. Eye. Eye like that. You can do this. You can do do a circle. Nose. Up, 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 up. And then a little bit of a thing here. And the shape is all that kind of matters for this. And then you just have to put the little hair. And then that's basically my brand, I guess. This is my brand. Don't steal my brand. Because that's basically all it is. Even the ear is not necessary, I guess. Just this little part. It's my cute little face. Anyway, that's going to be our faces. So, gonna look into spending more time making more. Look into making these into emotes. Obviously, this is just sort of the first practice. I'm just trying my tablet out, just trying to figure out how it works, just trying to get a little better at it. Given the fact that I hadn't drawn anything in about 6 or I'm gonna say 6 weeks, but that's not right. Probably because I haven't drawn anything in like 4 weeks. This is basically as best I can do right now, but we'll keep at it and try to draw these as actual emotes. And then if I like them more than the emotes that I commissioned in the past, I'll replace the ones I have and see what I can do with it. That's going to be all. So let us go away to the end screen, shall we? Let me put this tablet away. That's not the tablet away. That's the tablet away. Okay. And then let's move to the middle. Alright, chaps. I'm gonna head out. Thank you very much for everybody's kind support. Thank you for Soapy. Thank you for Sev. Thank you for DF. Thank you for Idiot Box. And also thank you for the follow there earlier there. Booty. Goth. Booty. Yeah. And if I'm missing anybody, I'm so sorry. We'll see you all next time. Which will likely be tomorrow. Because that's what I'm doing. It'll probably not be art though, but if it is art, you'll be pleasantly surprised. If it's not art, then prepare for some game that I may want to just give a try at the end of the year. Yeah. Without anything else to say, I will head out, and I'm gonna get some rest. Maybe get some food as well, because I feel like I'm a little hungry. Y'all take care. Stay frosty, stay cool, as you are, and I'll see you all next time. Hasta la próxima. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Arrivederci. And do not mention to anyone about this girl mode that existed, huh? It stays within us. It'll never exist. It was just a false dream that everybody had.